Hey Fins fans! Mike here, with the latest updates from the Miami Dolphins as the offseason continues. We've got news on a new defensive tackle joining the team, a veteran cornerback who visited but won't be signing, and a quick update on Tyreek Hill's recovery. There's a lot happening as the team prepares for 2025, so let's dive in. All right, first up, the Dolphins have added some depth to the defensive line by signing veteran defensive tackle Matthew Butler. Butler comes to Miami after spending 3 seasons with the Las Vegas Raiders. He's 6'4", 280 pounds, and has played in 15 career games with 1 start. Over his NFL career, he's recorded 15 tackles and half a sack. He was a 5th-round pick in 2022 out of Tennessee, where he had a productive college career with 152 tackles and 9.5 sacks. This looks like a move to add experienced depth to the defensive tackle rotation. In a corresponding move, the Dolphins released undrafted rookie DT Trevon Rekpka. The roster remains at the 91-player limit for now. Now let's talk about the cornerback situation, which continues to be a major storyline. The Dolphins are clearly in need of veteran help at the position, especially with the uncertainty around Jaylen Ramsay and the release of Kendall Fuller. The team recently hosted former Bills starter Rasul Douglas for a visit. Douglas is a proven veteran, and bringing him in seemed like a logical step to address the need for experienced cornerbacks. However, according to a source, the Dolphins made an offer but it was rejected, and the two sides couldn't come to a financial agreement. Douglas has reportedly already scheduled a visit with the Seattle Seahawks, so it seems unlikely he'll end up in Miami. This is a bit of a setback in the search for veteran help at a critical position. The need at cornerback is significant. If Jaylen Ramsay is traded, the Dolphins would be without 2 of their key outside corners from last season. Beyond nickel corner Kader Kohou, the team doesn't have a proven NFL starter at outside corner currently on the roster. The depth chart includes younger players like former 2nd-round pick Cam Smith, Storm Duck, 5th-round rookie Jason Marshall Jr., and several other less experienced or recently signed players like Kendall Sheffield, Artie Burns, and some undrafted free agents. While there's potential in this group, relying heavily on unproven players is a risk for a team looking to compete now. The search for veteran help continues, with names like James Bradbury, who had Achilles surgery but is expected back, Mike Hilton, a nickel corner, and even potentially a return for Xavier Howard still being mentioned among the available free agents. It was also reported that former Fort Lauderdale star Asante Samuel Jr. had neck surgery, but is expected to be available this season after a checkup in July. Finally, a quick positive update on Tyreek Hill. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, provided an update on his wrist surgery last week, stating that it was a planned procedure to remove pins and that his recovery is going very well. The expectation is that Hill should be ready for the start of training camp. This is great news, ensuring our top offensive weapon is on track to be healthy for the season, despite the lingering trade rumors we've discussed previously. So to sum it up, the Dolphins are actively working on the roster, adding depth where needed, like with Matthew Butler. However, the search for veteran cornerback help is proving challenging, as seen with the Rasul Douglas situation. This position remains a key area of concern, and how the team addresses it before the season starts will be crucial. All right, Fins fans, what do you think about the Matthew Butler signing? And how concerned are you that the Dolphins couldn't land Rasul Douglas? Who should they target next at cornerback? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. I want to hear from you. If you're following all these off-season moves closely, hit that like button. And please, subscribe to the channel to stay completely up to date on all the latest Dolphins news, rumors, and analysis. Until next time, stay hopeful and go Fins. Hey Fins fans! Mike here, diving into the latest strategic moves and big questions surrounding our Miami Dolphins this offseason. The team is clearly looking to make some dynamic upgrades, especially on the defensive side, but it comes amidst a continued uncertainty for one of our biggest stars, Jaylen Ramsay. We've got new details on a recent attempt to bring in veteran help, and it tells us a lot about the team's direction. Let's get into it. All right, the NFL offseason is a complex game of chess, and the Dolphins are definitely making their moves. There's a strong sense that the team is aiming for a significant defensive upgrade, signaling a clear ambition to elevate our play on that side of the ball. This isn't just about tweaking the roster. It feels like a push to redefine our defensive identity and bring in players who can make game-changing plays. The front office is showing a clear intention to enhance the team and compete at the highest level. Central to this whole discussion is the ongoing situation with Jaylen Ramsay. His future with the Dolphins remains uncertain, with the possibility of a trade after June 1st becoming more and more likely. Ramsay has been a huge part of our defense, a player with elite skills and a major presence on the field. But the rumors persist, and his potential departure marks a critical moment for both him and the team. The exact details behind the mutual decision to explore trades are still a bit of an enigma, leaving fans and perhaps even teammates wondering what the future holds. This brings us to a recent attempt by the Dolphins to acquire defensive help. The team reportedly showed interest in veteran cornerback Rasul Douglas and even made an offer. While the offer wasn't accepted and Douglas seems headed elsewhere, the fact that the Dolphins pursued him is telling. It demonstrates a proactive approach to roster building and a clear desire to bring in proven talent that can make an immediate impact. It shows the team is actively looking for players who can provide that dynamic upgrade they seem to be seeking, particularly in the secondary, which is a position of clear need, especially if Ramsay is traded. These strategic moves, or attempted moves, highlight the complex nature of building a winning team in the NFL. Every decision has weight and can impact the team's trajectory. The Dolphins are navigating these waters with a clear goal: success. Their actions this offseason, from the players they've signed to the players they've pursued, and the ongoing situation with Ramsay, all reflect a broader strategy aimed at competing for a championship. The potential departure of Ramsay and the search for new talent signal a period of transformation for the defense. In summary, the Miami Dolphins are at a critical juncture. The potential exit of Jaylen Ramsay creates a significant void, but the team's pursuit of players like Rasul Douglas shows a commitment to finding a dynamic upgrade. While the Douglas deal didn't materialize, the intention is clear. The Dolphins are determined to strengthen their defense and build a team capable of competing at the highest level. The path ahead has its challenges, but the strategic moves being made now will undoubtedly have a lasting impact on the team's future. All right, Fins fans, what do you think about the Dolphins' pursuit of a dynamic upgrade amidst the Jaylen Ramsay uncertainty? Who should the team target next to bolster the defense? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. I want to hear from the fan base. If you're following all these strategic offseason moves, hit that like button. And please subscribe to the channel to stay completely up to date on all the latest Dolphins news, rumors, and analysis. Until next time, stay hopeful and go Fins.